Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to Deen Fit Radio. In our last episode, we talked about discipline, and I asked a question that honestly a lot of people probably ignored because it does hit too hard, right? And the question was, who are you when motivation disappears, right? Because everybody feels powerful when motivation is high. What I mean by that is everybody you watch one motivational video at 1 a.m., suddenly you're ready to wake up at 4 a.m., drink a gallon of water, delete the social media, become Navy SEAL, and somehow start reading 3 books a week. Then the alarm rings, and guess what? Now your blanket feels like a life partner. That's real life. And that's why motivation is unreliable. Let me ask you something. So, what we're going to do today, actually, is I want to go into it a little deeper because I actually do not think most people are lazy. Really. I think most people have the wrong identity. And that changes everything. Because when somebody tells me, Coach, I can't stay consistent, I already know what's happening. They're trying to force habits. They're watching all these videos, all the WhatsApp University. They don't match who they believe they are. That's the problem. It's not information. It's not the workouts. I mean, anyone could do the workouts. It's not the macros. Everyone keeps talking about macros. Not the supplements. Half the people struggling already brought the gym clothes, the shaker bottle, the creatine, the motivational wallpaper. Meanwhile, they still haven't drank water today. It's just a simple thing. You haven't drank water today. The issue is identity because people do not stay loyal to habits. They stay loyal to identity, right? So just remember, people do not stay loyal to habits. They stay loyal to identity. And people really need to understand that. So if deep down you still see yourself as inconsistent, lazy, always starting over, never disciplined, your actions eventually return there. Every single time I see it, even after motivation, even after the inspiration, even after a good week, because eventually you'll fall back to the version of yourself you actually believe in, right? And honestly, I know this personally. There was a time in my life where everything felt disconnected. I was working, I was training, and I was doing the things that everyone is doing today, especially with social media and all these social influencers and fitness influencers. But internally, something felt off and I couldn't make my mark. But when I got more serious about my faith, my Deen, everything started aligning differently. Not because I suddenly found some magical workout program. Not because I became superhuman. Because my identity changed. So I stopped looking at fitness as trying to look good and have these aesthetics and all that, and started looking at it as a responsibility. Responsibility to God, responsibility to my health, responsibility to my family, responsibility to my mind. That changes the entire conversation, right? Because now discipline is not optional. It now becomes part of who you are. And listen, that matters. Now, let me tell you something. Motivation is borrowed energy, okay? That's all it is. You're just borrowing that energy to feed you. A video gives it to you. Music gives it to you. A breakup gives it to you. Somebody posting abs on Instagram gives it to you, but borrowed energy always runs out. It's so true. When you borrow something, it does run out. Identity doesn't. Your identity stays. Now, that is why some people keep showing up even when they don't feel like it, because they already decided who they are. That decision was already made, and fate plays a huge role in this. Now, in Islam, because I'm Muslim, already teaches us consistency. Check it out. Prayer teaches us consistency. Fasting teaches us discipline. Lowering your ego teaches us discipline, right? It teaches us. Islam is not do whatever you feel. It teaches us structure. And honestly, modern cultures teaches the opposite. Everything now is do what feels good, protect your energy, only do things when you feel aligned. Meanwhile, your entire life is collapsing because your feeling became your CEO, right? That's the problem. Your feelings cannot run your life because feelings change every hour. Some of you feel motivated after Fajr, right? The first namaz, first prayer. Then by 3 p.m., you're negotiating with yourself over a cookie like it's a hostage situation. That's human nature, which is why discipline matters. Like I said, discipline is structure, discipline is standards, right? Discipline is doing the right thing when your emotions are throwing a tantrum. That's the real strength. Not fake grind culture, not posting quotes. I said this before. Not pretending to hustle online while eating a cinnamon rolls in your car or a Dunkin' Donut in your car, right? Real discipline is quiet. Real discipline is consistency. Real discipline is showing up repeatedly without needing applause every 5 minutes. And here's what I want you to do this week. It's simple exercise. I want you to write down 3 words. 3 words that describe you at your best. Not the fake Instagram version, the real version. Maybe it is disciplined, focused, calm, strong, dependable. Select 3 of them, whatever it is, right? Write them down. Use them. Put them somewhere visible. It could be on a whiteboard. It could be on your phone, notes, reminder. And every morning ask yourself, am I acting like this person today? Simple. It's simple. That question alone can change your life because eventually your habits start catching up to your identity. All right? So please do that this week and continue that. And slowly that version of you becomes real. So no, you're not broken, you're not doomed, and you are not just the lazy one. Like I said, I don't think there's people out here that are lazy. You just have not fully decided who you are yet. And once that decision becomes solid, everything changes. Remember this. Discipline for the body, strength for the soul. I'll see you guys in the next episode. This is Coach Zishan. Allah Hafiz. Take care. God bless.